Guys, I'm looking just forward to awesome matches. I know both of those teams deserve to go to PAX Prime. They play so good. One of probably the both best teams of NA at the moment, and we'll just take it away in 10 seconds from now. The game just started.
Last chance to nail down your strategy.
Let's have some fun.
You say it so convincingly. Let's have fun.
Yeah, of course.
Alright guys, this is, again, one more time, Absolute Legends versus Sync. Who's going to win? Throw in the chat. Splits are coming out right now. We do see some players crossing. Step, go ahead and take it away. What's happening?
Absolute Legends doing a great move, crossing, using the second Shadow Refuge just to stay in stealth a little bit longer. They will be able to take on Henge. Probably their Guardian is not able to go to mid, as it seems Lily crossing as well. They really want to avoid that initial team fight, but I think Sync is starting to realize what's going on. Really under a lot of pressure. Meanwhile, on Henge, if we look at the fight, we see Twerp, I guess it is, under a lot of pressure. All his spirits are gone by now. He is getting down already. Nice play by Absolute Legends.
Yeah, Kate actually coming in there with that Shadow Refuge, able to prevent the stomp coming out of the Twerp right away. So the fight is very much still even here. Twerp's going to try to disengage a little bit. He does have his Spirit out now, so if another player does drop down, he'll be able to res him up almost immediately here. A little bit of conditions getting spread out onto Absolute Legends right now from Sync, but still very even in this team fight right now.
Yeah, very interesting decision by Absolute Legends, not going for the initial cap in mid. We have Reevesy currently battling it out with the Guardian, but staying on to Henge. We saw that SubQD went down already. Was rest up once more, using his Shadow Refuge to stay alive a little bit longer. Zombify actually used his Plague Form also just to stay alive a little bit longer. A lot of conditions down to him. His HP is dropping very fast. He is getting down, and the stomp with the Plague Form onto him, but the rest...
That's why he actually gets res up at the last second. And just a little note here, we actually did see Reevesy go down to Vendetta over there on midpoint. Vendetta able to secure that point for their team. Very nice job there, but again, Zombify getting very low here. His heal's actually on a cooldown, about 20 seconds left on it. He's going to get taken down one more time here. We have Lily coming in with that stomp, who's going to be able to... Oh, the Shadow Refuge coming in at the very last second here. Cade with the save, keeping Zombify in the fight here.
H-Man was stomped out on that point. Very well played by Sync. They are just so good at staying alive. Folly not looking good, dropping down as well. SubQD currently disengaging as well as Folly. Sync tanking the initial victory, but mid is undefended, and so Reevesy could actually take that one before Vendetta arrives, which is currently the player nearest to keep.
Alright, looks like we're going to see Sync be taking their boss right now. There'll be an extra 25 points for them and a little bit of stat boost. Over here at mid, we do see Vendetta pushing in towards the point, going to prevent that full cap there. He's currently fighting alone on point, though. It's going to be him facing SubQD, Reevesy, and Lily on point. We'd have Da Vinci and Zombify coming in from the backside, though, to try to provide a little bit of support. H-Man coming in as well for AL.
The cap did go through, so Absolute Legends in a comfortable position right now with 2 cap points. Vendetta is down, should be stumped out in just a second by Lily. Well played there. So they have a 5-on-4 situation now on the map and should be able to take that fight.
Yeah, nice job by AL coming in there with the cleave damage on top of Vendetta's corpse, making sure they weren't able to get the res off. Definitely putting themselves in a good position to win this mid fight here. We do see Da Vinci having to kind of back out of the fight here. He's getting pretty low. He's going to throw down that Sanctuary and try to use it to prevent a little bit of this damage that's coming in right now. We do see a Sanctuary coming out from Lily, though, at the same time. They actually get the reses off there, so the fight still is reset. A lot of conditions being spread around right now on top of AL, though.
Yeah, we see that their Thief is actually not there at the moment. SubQD is fighting off point. He really needs to step into that fight to get some damage on, but Zombify actually dropped down Da Vinci very low, as well as Cade. And if the focus is right at the moment, Absolute Legends should be able to take that fight. We see Zombify is getting stomped out. Da Vinci dropped down as well as Cade. Absolute Legends taking the fight. They would have the time right now to either push far point or go to Svanir, just take another 25 points for their team and then looping around back to mid. Let's see how they choose, and it seems like they are taking Svanir.
And we did see a very nice job by Twerp there, recognizing the loss in mid and moving back over towards Henge, preventing SubQD from coming in and getting the decap there.
Well played, of course. Sync now gathering up once more, trying to just push out with full force, not going in one by one, because that would end badly.
Looks like we do see them moving in towards mid here. Vendetta and Twerp both coming off a back point here to try to see if they can do some good over here at mid. We do have a couple players from AL coming up the backside here. Looks like H-Man and Subcutie trying to get a little bit of stealth from that Shadow Refuge. Be moving on to this point here at mid. Vendetta taking a little bit of damage right now, but doing a pretty good job of staying alive. We have Zombify up on the ledge here. Looks like we're going to see Bakery coming in, putting a little damage on the Zombify right now. Zombify recognizes it immediately. He's going to do the instant flake here and move back down onto the point.
Lily taking a lot of damage meanwhile, but with the grenades, Reezy actually was taken out by Da Vinci. Then he came back and took him by surprise, stomped him out already, so a very good position. Sync is currently in, Lily dropping dangerously low, no cooldowns left, 2 seconds till his Sanctuary. He could pop that one right on the point at the moment, probably getting the res of the Sanctuary. Did not go off, so the res will be a little bit more dangerous, goes off as well.
Yeah, very nice job by Folly and H-Man coming in there with the res onto Lily. Lily's able to get back into his Sanctuary here and get that shelter off. Doing a pretty good job staying alive on mid. He's going to use his scat forward, do a little healing going for his teammates here. But we still see Sync in a very good position. Most of them have most of their cooldowns up. The health is pretty high on them as well. We do see a good amount of conditions going on into H-Man right now. He's in that Plague right now, though, so he's going to have a larger HP pool. He's not going to be able to get bursted down quite as fast, especially spamming his misses from the passive aura.
And we saw that Reezy didn't cap mine to the fullest. The decap went off onto Henge, so Absolute Legends building their advantage even more. Lily's still staying alive, doing a great job. But with those just AoE damage that Reezy can put down with his grenades, he can just kill spirits while attacking the whole enemy team, which is a great factor in those fights once they drop as well.
We did see Zombify get taken out, but the res did go off on him, so he's going to be back into the fight here. He's got a little bit low on HP, though, right now. He's got a seal coming off of cooldown. He doesn't quite get it off, though. Vendetta going in for that res. They're going to need to try to get it off. Twerp's helping out. The stomp coming in from Lily, not able to quite get him down in time. We do have H-Man, Bakery, and Lily down, though. From all that AoE damage, H-Man is down. Lily going down here as well, and that's going to be it for Bakery. Reevesy going to be trying to stay alive here as long as he can, but he's going to get taken out as well, so that's going to be a turnaround coming in for Sync against AL here at the mid-fight, taking out 4 players.
A very nice chance for them to just make the comeback. They're about 120 points behind, which they could easily catch up when they are holding 2 points. They will go to Chieftain, probably just take another 25 points into their pocket to catch up to the advantage that Absolute Legends currently has. They just took mine, so the point spread will not close as fast as before that. And the question is, where is AL going to react? Actually, we see Bakery moving in for the steal. It was a little bit too late, and he does see the Shadow Refuge ports away, but is in all sorts of trouble at the moment.
Oh, absolutely. He doesn't really have any cooldowns left here. He's going to have to use his initiative to try to get away with that short bow, but he's having a hard time right now. He might be able to make it back into mid here. Yeah, he's able to teleport back up on the ledge here. He's going to be safe, it looks like. Coming in on the midpoint here, he's going to try to get a little damage onto Zombify. Zombify popping into Death Shred, mitigating a lot of that damage. And Baker getting really low right now. He's able to get that heal off, but he's still hurting.
Very well played by them. Question is, can Absolute Legends take this fight? They are fighting a 4-on-5 because Henge is currently decapped, getting decapped by Reezy. On the other hand, the Kate is going for mine, as it seems. Mid-fight looks pretty good at the moment for Absolute Legends. Zombify is almost taken down. He's getting stomped at the moment. Lily should get the stomp up. Very well played. A lot of cleave damage went down onto Da Vinci, so he might be the next target for Absolute Legends.
Alright, so only 1 point currently capped for these teams. Going to be... Well, actually, Kate didn't go for the full cap over there on mine. We do have a decap on Henge as well, so it's only mid right now. It's generating points. That's for Team Sync. They're currently at about a 50-point deficit, but definitely able to bring it back here. We do see Vendetta and Trip both going down, but they got the kill on the Bakery, getting a double rally there. Very nice job. Oh, still very much in the game here. And actually, I'm going to have to tip the advantage here into Sync's favor. Trip's getting pretty low on midpoint, though, but we do have Bakery down and out of the fight.
Actually, Vendetta and Turb currently going down, as well as Da Vinci. Absolute Legends turning that round once more. Kate currently trying to res, going down as well. 4 players down for Absolute Legends. Oh my gosh.
4 players down, like you mentioned. We do have mine going back over there towards, that's going to be AL, it's going to be from Substitute, it's going to be capping that. Looks like should be what is that? That's going to be Zombify that ran past Henge, didn't get the cap on, it was going to move into mid, try to help out there. Looks like he turned around and he's going to be capping Henge back for his team.
Wow, very impressive play by Absolute Legends. They will now take Svanir as well. Another 25 points to their pocket, leading to the first victory. They're currently up ahead 75 points once they killed Svanir. So a decent lead at that stage of game, only 70 points left to take that victory, but of course, Team Sync is going to put the pressure down onto Keep in just a couple of seconds, as well as onto Mine, as it seems, with Kate around that. No, he's actually going to go for Keep as well.
Alright, we only have, looks like we have Lily, Reevesy, and H-Man trying to stay on point here. We have Bakery coming in as well. Looks like they're putting a little bit of damage onto Zombify right now. He's able to get that heal off, popping into, oh, it looks like he's popping into play form rather. Going to try to mitigate a lot of the incoming damage here. Gonna be an all-out brawl. This is absolutely crucial right now. They need to get a decap here, at least Sync does, to be able to keep themselves in this game here. We only have about 30 points left to go on the clock for AL before they're going to take game one.
They are really chasing for their first victory right there, only a couple of points left, and they look quite good by their health bars. Actually, Reevesy goes down, is rezzed up again, as well as H-Man in his doubt state as well. Question is if he's going to be rezzed by Lily or not. Actually, a lot of damage dealt by Kate there, but it doesn't seem like Sync can get onto Mine in time because the Ranger's still standing there and only 2 points left.
Yeah, so like you said, that's going to be game one going to Absolute Legends. Pretty close game there. Got a little out of Sing's hands at the very end, losing the game by about 97 points. But again, this is going to be a best of 5, guys.
So a team has to take 3 maps to win their place at PAX Prime, and as we know, Sing, we saw how strong they are. It was that mid-fight where we see 4 players downed by Sync, where Absolute Legends just stood up in a random move and just killed them. And I think that was the turning point. If Sync would have won that fight, it would have swung exactly the other way around, because it's really hard to end a fight quickly if the other team is just going for time. You just want to survive that fight. You don't need to put pressure onto the team because you're going to win in 10 seconds or so. Either way, guys, we are going to go to Legacy of the Foe Fire right now. One of the most interesting matches maps, as we saw beforehand, where Team USA rushed the Lord to take it to a 3rd map against Lack of a Scrim feature, and the Lord gives you 150 points if you can kill him, which is quite easy if you can just solo him, but once the enemy team reacts to that, you definitely need help to actually get him down.
Well, I think, actually, on that note, though, Sync did lose to USA on this map. They did get the Lord kill, so I think Sync's going to be much more aware of that going on this time around. They're going to know they've been punished that way before, and they did take it to a 3rd round that last game on Kylo. Although, on Kylo, Sync is really strong. So, yeah, I think if Sync can prevent AL from profiting off that Lord kill and then moving into a 3rd round here on Kylo, I think they can probably lock up 2 of those games here. AL was really strong in that 1st round, though, but I think these are 2 maps that Sync should be really strong on.
They are definitely. I don't know how strong Absolute Legends is on those 2 maps. They looked pretty strong yesterday, but Sync is just another league, so to say. They are really strong opponents, so we will see how Absolute Legends reacts to the moves of Sync, which normally play a mix of aggressive and passive play. It really depends. Once they lose their home point, they like to go offensive to the far point, and the other way around. If they have their home point, they just stay defensive. So it will be an interesting match, that's for sure.
Alright, I've given the teams the go-ahead to ready up. Here we go. Again, guys, going into our 2nd match here of a best of 5. AL currently up 1-0 against Sync. The winner of this will go on to PAX Prime and play against Team Curse. Absolute Grand Finals.
We'll see how that goes. Actually, look at the buffs for Absolute Legends, stacking the Might to 19 stacks. Very impressive, so they could actually have an advantage in the initial teamfight, because it will be up for another 15 seconds if they can capitalize on that. Either way, teams are jumping into mids. Sync is sending 2 players to their home point, no need for that, but they can't know, and the teamfight engages.
Now we do see more players from AL coming in here, going to try to get some early damage. Looks like out onto Vendetta, possibly.
Blue team grabs
the stalemate so far, though. Lily's probably taking the most damage at anyone. He's got all this cooldown available to him still, though. So
Red
still definitely in a good spot. Kind of a stalemate, I would say, for right now.
Yeah, no one really wants to commit to this fight. Subcute is the only one diving really far into the enemy lines. dodging a lot of damage. Actually, Kate doing a good job trying to deal as much damage as possible with his short bow before he engages with his backstep build he is currently running.
Alright, Lily's still taking probably the brunt of the damage here. Looks like Vendetta's actually getting low. Vendetta actually goes immediately down. He did get the spirit res off in time though. Very nice job by Vendetta making sure he gets up right away. Looks like the team fight's gonna start erupting here. We do see Vendetta getting really low again. Twerp getting low as well, so is Zombify. This could be the turning point where AL takes this game. Vendetta getting rezzed up. It looks like, oh no, the stop comes out just in time. Twerp is down though. Let's see if they're able to get the res up. Looks like no one's really attempting for it right now. The Biggle Bomb knocks Twerp away. Da Vinci looks like Kate's coming in for that res. Kate actually getting the res off. Very nice job there. Didn't even need Da Vinci's help. Da Vinci getting pretty low here in the mid-fight as well, though.
Very well played by Absolute Legends. Till now they have the opportunity. Actually, Kate using the trap to go back to Waterfall where he manages to fight Subcute and actually kills him straight away. Nice move by Kate. That should help in the team fight. That's for sure.
Wins a capture
Absolutely.
point.
Kate definitely... Wow, that was a very nice job by Cade there getting Bakery down. Very well played. Looks like they're going to be moving back in towards mid here. Cade come back with like no HP. Was able to win that 1v1.
Yeah, it's due to the stealth field he can lay down with his pistol, so most of the hits that Subcutie would actually land miss due to the blind, because you don't attack as fast as you would with daggers, for example. So that's a very strong tactic against...
We still really on the point here. We have Cade and Zombify on the ledges here trying to lay a little bit of damage down, but they need to commit to this fight and they need to get someone down. If they can just get someone down, I think they'll have enough cleave damage where they can prevent the res. Actually, we see Subcutie coming up the ledge. You're going on Zombify. Zombify having to pop into his Death Shroud to mitigate a lot of the damage here. Looks like he's going to be okay. He's going to kite backwards. He's going to kite into his back lines, make sure that Subcutie's not going to follow him up there. Zombify seems to be good to go. He's going to move back over towards the ledge to lay some more damage down.
Cade also prepared with the trap once again, but they are committing into the mid-fight once more. Bakery jumping onto Cade once again. Actually gets this...
Looks like Cade and H-Man are going to be, pardon me, Subcutie and H-Man are going to be going on Cade. Getting dangerously low here. He actually gets taken down. We have Twerp coming in for that res here. Da Vinci's going to be helping him out as well. Looks like they're going to be able to get Cade back up into the fight here. A lot of conditions getting spread around right now. You can just see him starting to build up on both sides of the teams here. You have Baker getting fairly low as well. Reevesy getting pretty low. The Elixir R does go down. They want their teammates to go down inside of it. Cade laying down the poison field just in case.
Very strong play. Cade needs to be really careful right now. He's at only a slither of health. Actually dies straight away. A lot of damage dealt by them. Look at the HP bar. Zombify needed to pop his Death Shroud to stay alive right there. Very well played by him though. Absolute Legends seems to be taking that fight. Lily going for the decap on Waterfall, which he gets, and now is in a 1-on-1 situation against Vendetta. And on the other hand, Absolute Legends doing a great job. Zombify is just getting stomped out, and they are starting to push things back to Waterfall.
Yeah, Twerp getting cut out on roads right now by H-Man and Bakery. Da Vinci coming in to try to help him out here. A lot of conditions being stepped up on Twerp. He's going to have his heal off and cool down here just momentarily. Should be able to get it off, sustain himself a little bit more, as those fields will be cleansing conditions off him as passively as well. But again, Aya holding mid strong, not really giving any indication that they're going to be able to uproot them out of mid.
And we see that Cade is starting to move for quarry sometimes. He's currently on the ledge, jumped on by Subcutie once more using the Shadow Refuge to just stay alive. A lot of damage dealt, the class bombs hitting. Cade is going down. That could be a crucial point in that fight. Actually, Porch out of the stealth should be stealthed either way, but it seems like they're killing him.
I think Cade's getting out of position here. You've seen him go in twice. Earlier we saw him try to go in on Validius when he was super low health, and then died almost immediately, and he just got cleaved down. That's the thing that happens when you have a thief that goes down in these team fights. You just throw as much damage as you can on them as possible, because their HP pools are so much smaller than most professionals.
H-Man just went down, was raised up again. So Absolute Legends still staying strong, and those fights actually getting the decap off on Waterfall. Once again leading with 140 points at the moment. Very strong play by them. The Epidemic went off of the down player just there. H-Man dropping once again, and the res goes off once again.
Yeah, there was a decap that went off on Waterfall. I didn't catch who that was. It was probably Subcutie though. Very nice job getting a decap from the far point. There's a decap on Quarry as well, trying to keep themselves in the game here. Both teams not really devoting anyone to watch back point. I think that reason why this game's going the way it is. Big skirmish still going on here. Maybe we do see a lot of conditions being spread out in the sink right now.
SubQT actually disengaging as far as possible, but the burning might kill him. Just barely stays alive. Zombify gets stumped. DaVinci is getting res. The res goes up. Vendetta, meanwhile, went into downstate. So Absolute Legends looking strong. Vendetta is getting resed up again by DaVinci and Cade.
So you see, both these teams are adapting to this mid-fight here. They realize that if they leave, one player leaves and go... Well, actually, now that I'm speaking, DaVinci's going to go and try to cap back point. But for the longest time, we had like a 5v5 in mid there, and they realized that if they had sent any player back, they would have lost that mid-fight. We did see Cade capping Waterfall back right now. Bakery's trying to get there with Reevesy, and just in time to keep that neutralized. Is able to pull it off, actually, it looks like.
But very strong play by Absolute Legends. They know they only need that 1 point. As long as they have 1 point, while Sync doesn't have one, they will win, and they really play off of that, committing everything into that team fight.
He's doing a really nice job over here on Quarry. Sorry to interrupt you. He's doing a very nice job over here on Quarry. Got a ring of warding down, keeping Fluidius off the point. Got a banish off as well. Didn't quite have enough to keep him off the point, though. Now we have H-Man coming in, and going to put DaVinci in a 1v2 situation.
I think DaVinci will be in all sorts of trouble. Nice fear by H-Man there. And let's see how the rest of Sync is going to counter that one. Two players are going for mid. Cade and Zombify. Only Reevesy left. Someone should really help him. They're literally jumping into that fight as well. The rest of the team seems to be committing to Quarry for now. DaVinci was down already. Vendetta
with that res. Is he going to be able to get it up? Oh, not quite. DaVinci goes down, but it's going to be Vendetta on point, still fighting Felidius. Bakery and H-Man. Looks like Bakery's going to peel off the point here. They realize that they could probably take Vendetta down with just two players here. And Vendetta does seem to be going down pretty quickly here. So about 8 minutes in the game, guys. We got 400 points for AL, about 150 for Team Sync. It's looking rough.
It's looking very rough for Team Sync to actually make a comeback on that point. Zombify is quite low in mid. They use the Sanctuary just to heal up once more. Absolute Legends now going into the offensive state. Zombify is getting res. The res didn't quite go off verb. Not able to pull it off. But staying alive for the moment, but it's just not working for them at the moment. Whatever they try.
You know, going into the next round, though, we have seen Sync be pretty strong. And the only match that we saw today that was going on to Kylo, we saw it. We had so between Sync and Team USA, there two very close games, neck and neck. But then when we got to Kylo, we saw Sync just be completely dominant over USA. I don't know if that's like their map. So maybe going into this third round here, maybe we could see Sync bring it back.
We could, of course. They are under a lot of pressure now because they lost Forest. They might lose Legacy as well. Only 35 points left for Absolute Legends to take that second game, and Absolute Legends has 3 chances now to actually win that match. So Sync is under a lot of pressure at the moment. They're trying to do one last move onto mid, but I don't see anything really happening at the moment.
Yeah, we've already seen the GG's called in chat. These teams realize that you can just see Vendetta standing around. These teams need to regroup and re-strategize going into the third round. To put it in perspective, Sync needs to win the next 3 games in a row.
This is a hard task because you gotta imagine they play Kylo now where they have really good chances because they can just ball so much on those close points, but they have to go through Forest and Legacy once again. And we saw Absolute Legends being pretty good on those 2 maps so far. So we will see how that works out.
As you can see, SubQT doing some heavy lifting here today. Definitely kind of falling into his role on that Thief pretty quickly. He's only been playing it for, I would say, probably less than 3 weeks or so. Originally being a Mesmer main, probably one of the most known Mesmers anyways.
Yeah, with his rap that he wrote once.
Oh man, the rap! I forgot about that. Maybe we can get that. Maybe we can get that queued up when we end the stream here today. If someone has that, link it to me.
That would be awesome. It's
we'll play that as we leave instead of epic music. We'll play SubQT's rap.
Good idea. But let's go into the third round. Let's explain once again how this secondary objective works.
All right, I guess I'll touch on that. So this is Battle of Kylo, same map as same game type rather we've been seeing the entire day. It's gonna be Conquest. There are 3 points in the map. We have Windmill, Clock Tower, and Mansion. Any time that you own one of those points, it will net your team 1 point every 2 seconds. There's also a secondary mechanic here. It's going to be the Trebuchet. The Trebuchet, it's a lot different than the other mechanics we've been seeing today. The other ones have been pretty PvE based. We had the Force Creatures on Niflhel. We had the Guild Lord on Foefire. On this map, it's a little bit more attrition based, like I mentioned before. The Trebuchet doesn't really give you any points, but what it does do is it gives you a tremendous team fight ability. You can launch these fireballs of doom into the mid fight or anywhere on the map, to be honest, and it will do insane damage, hitting for like 8k, and it also do a massive knockback. You can dodge the Trebuchet, so there's a skill factor that comes into play there, but it's definitely adds an interesting element to the team fights here. Obviously, having a player man the Trebuchet means you're fighting on the map 4v5.
Yeah, but we saw it on the match Team USA against Sync. Both used the Trebuchet pretty heavily, and they turned around one team fight with it, just landing 2 hits, getting 2 players into downside, and even if you're in a disadvantage, like fighting a 2-on-4 or a 3-on-4, you can turn those fights around pretty easily if those shots hit. Of course, they can be dodged, so there is an announcement that the Trebuchet is firing on your position, and you can look out for it and dodge it, but those dodges will run out eventually, so either way, I guess we can get them to ready up.
Alright, teams are readying up now. Again, this is going to be the 3rd round between Absolute Legends and Team Sync. Absolute Legends currently ahead 2-0. We need Team Sync to win the next 3 games in a row to go to PAX Prime. So definitely, they're in the hole right now, but it's not over.
The match
Definitely
starts soon.
not over. Team Sync looking strong, even if they are up to having 3 matches, which they all need to win, but no pressure.
Alright guys, the game is starting now. Splits are going to be coming out. Again, it's going to be Team Absolute Legends on the red team, Team Sync on the blue team. This map could decide it all.
And we see one player heading to the close point as usual. We see a stealth play by Sync right there. Da Vinci actually left the stealth, rushing forward to that point. The question is, Reezy actually reacting to that immediately, trying to disengage, saying, hey, I don't want to take that fight. I'm not against 4 players. And trying to get away somehow.
Alright, Cade's on. I'm going to try to take him down on the sides here. If he's able to get Reezy down, it's definitely going to help out their gameplay here. Looks like Cade's just going to ignore him. We do have Lily and Bakery in a good position here. Actually, a 2-cap coming out pretty early on here, though, for Team Sync.
Yeah, they really caught Absolute Legends by surprise. Absolute Legends didn't really know where to go because Reezy disengaged as well, so you can't just hop onto that point again. But I think they are trying to push for Mansion in the meantime. Trip getting a lot of damage, about 40 stacks of bleeding at the moment. A lot of damage still. 14.
Oh, I was like, whoa, big damage. Alright, Cade getting his heal up, going on to H-Man. Looks like they might be able to take H-Man down. He's going to get that heal off, though. Reezy goes down, so is Cade, though. Lily coming in for that res onto Reezy. Reezy does not get the res. He gets stomped out. Cade's going to be back up in the fight here. Cade throwing down that Shadow Rift. He's going to try to get himself a little bit of sustain going on. It looks like he's getting trained down, though. H-Man on him. Da Vinci coming in with that res. Lily coming in. They're going to try to get that stomp off onto Cade. Not quite able to get it done. Cade's going to back up into the fight here. H-Man goes down. Now looks like it's going to be Sync winning this fight on side point. So we currently have a 2-cap steal for Sync, and they're holding it strong.
Very, very impressive fight by Sync. They really turned it up a notch once again. Surprising Absolute Legends in the first move, going for the far point. Now we have Lily getting trained down while he tries to reach mid. But meanwhile, on Windmill, Vendetta and all sorts of against Reezy and Subcutie, dealing a lot of damage, actually goes down very fast. So that might be the second point that Absolute Legends can capture.
Oh, we have Cade coming in, though. Maybe get the Shadow. Does he have a Shadow Rift available? He's going to try to stop him off the res here. We have Reezy coming in. Reezy throwing down the Elixir R. That's going to be able to res him here. Looks like they're going to try to go for the res on Vendetta instead. Da Vinci able to get that res off. They're not quite able to step the res onto Reezy, but it doesn't matter. The fight's going to be even here once again. H-Man coming in to support AL on point, though. Looks like the Shadow Refuge does go down from Bakery. He's going to try to jump onto Zombify, it looks like.
Impressive play by Sync. Just the rotation between Mansion and Windmill is perfectly on spot. They yeah, they just saved Windmill once again and can now look out where the enemy team is heading, because they have 3 players in downside and they just can watch their base to see, hey, this one is going there and this one is going there. They only need to take care of 2 players at the moment. Currently it's Lily, which is getting chased down once again, trying to escape to mid, where Philidius is defending.
Alright, so it looks like they're going to swap out here, possibly, maybe letting Philidius go to these other side points. I don't know, they're kind of just balling up for right now. I think they're expecting Sync to try to push into mid and try to cap that, but I think Sync doesn't really want to. They're not buying into it.
Yeah, you can see they are standing right in front of the base from Absolute Legends, and Absolute Legends, they need to figure out how to counter this.
Oh, yeah, they're just sitting in base. They know. Right now they're getting spawn camp. They can't do anything about it right now. They're going to come out. The smoke field, going to get the stealth play going. It looks like they're going to be pushing in towards Windmill.
Yeah, they waited for H-Man to respawn, but they are... Sync is up ahead at 130 points. They're currently engaging onto Zombify, which could be a crucial point if they get the kill off, but the dash throws negated almost every damage. Subcute is still behind him. Lily joining that fight as well.
Yeah, I think Zombify got caught out of position there, but he did a nice job of disengaging, getting in that dash shroud, moving back over towards the point where Da Vinci's going to be able to support him. So we do see Reevesy actually going down. The Shadow Refuge comes down from Bakery, though. They're going to get him back up into the fight here, but still... Well, actually, we do... Oh, we missed a decap over here on Mansion. It's going to be Twerp fighting Philidius on point here. Ooh, both teams only have 1 point capped currently. We do see about a 140-point lead, rather, going in Sync's favor, though.
It's very, very interesting, the decisions that Absolute Legends made. They really want to push for their close point, which is a good decision, but they are up in a 4-4. Reevesy actually going down, Lily looking very, very low at the moment. Heal is up right now, so he can heal up one more time. The question is, can they win that fight? On the other side of the map, Philidius actually got Twerp down, so they will get a second point. Kate is going for the kill right there, so Absolute Legends would be able to take Windmill if they can win this 4-3, I guess it is at the moment.
Oh, we see Da Vinci going in for that res on Zombify. Doesn't quite get it. Looks like the stomp came through from Lily. Only one down left is Vendetta. Vendetta's going to get taken out here as well. Looks like Da Vinci is going to try to bail. The midpoint did get decapped by Cade, it looks like. And we currently have... Looks like Foggy was able to take Twerp out on that on
Red team wins a capture point.
Yeah, they just busted through that cage that Sync built up before that. They won the 4-4. They won the 1-on-1 on Mansion as well, and now the tides have turned. It's exactly the other way around, but it seems that Absolute Legends is going for mid right now, getting the decap off very, very fast.
Hey, doing a nice job of getting them back, keeping them in the game here. Looks like they did get the decap on the midpoint, though. We do have, it looks like, Twerp fighting Philidius on the, or pardon me, it's going to be Vendetta fighting Philidius over on the side point. They need to get a decap, they need to get their home point back, they need to start generating points. AL is currently starting to close the gap. It's about a 95-point lead for Sync, but they don't have any points capped right now.
Yeah, Philidius is actually in all sorts of trouble fighting 2 players from lack of a stream feature on Mansion, trying to just stay on point with the ring laying there. He was knocked off so many times that they actually got the decap off. Now he's just trying to buy some more seconds for his team to catch up. Mid should be kept any moment by Absolute Legends, so they are still leading with 2 points to 1 in just a moment, and they are catching up fast.
Alright, looks like we're going to have Sync recapping Mansion here. We did have Clock Tower go to AL.
Just like that,
moving over here towards Windmill. They're trying to get a decap, it looks like. They might be able to put a ring of warding down here and keep Reevesy off the point. Is it going to happen? Oh, doesn't opt for it. Looks like he's just going to move right to the point here. But he will be fighting H-Man or Reevesy on the point by himself.
Not a good idea, because there's a lot of conditions going down to him. He's actually disengaging, right decision if he can get away, which would be crucial for his team. Actually, Vendetta joining that fight as well, currently chased by Holly as it seems, so they might try to go for the decap on the Windmill.
Well, Da Vinci's in a bad spot though, he doesn't have any cooldowns left available to him. Vendetta, however, oh no, not gonna happen. Da Vinci's gonna knock back H-Man for one time, but it looks like Vendetta's coming in for that res. He's gonna be able to get it off in time. Oh, the fear coming out from the Wolf! Very nice play by Vendetta, able to get the res off, and Da Vinci's gonna be close. There he goes. Very nice job there. Vendetta, so strong. Looks like Zombify's coming in to support Da Vinci and Vendetta on point. They do get Reevesy down. Reevesy has no elixir R. Da Vinci might be going in for the stop. Here it comes. The stop goes off onto Reevesy. Very nice job by Sync on getting on the side point.
Yeah, that win is definitely on Vendetta, doing such a great job getting Da Vinci up probably once. Again, nice knockback from Absolute Legends. They could get Da Vinci stomped out. No, he actually got back up by Zombify with his Plague Form res.
Alright guys, the score is starting to close in. Sync's only ahead by about 15 points. Vendetta goes down, Da Vinci's getting placed to try to res. He's going for the res. They're able to get him back up here. H-Bay getting dangerously low. Da Vinci does not have his stability available to him though. He gets interrupted out of the heal actually. Da Vinci's going to go down. Nice interrupt on the heal there, on the knockback. Very good job there. Vendetta's getting very low. He looks like he's immobilized right now. He's going to get on point, maybe get a decap before they get back over there too. Is he going to get a decap? No, not quite. Looks like they're going to be losing this point over here.
And actually, Absolute Legends now taking the lead in points, really catching up from that huge deficit they have, really stepping up their game at the moment.
Cade able to get twerped down over here on Mansion. It looks like Cade going in for the stomp here. Or pardon me, that's not twerp, that's Bakery. I take that back. Cade having a hard time. He looks like he can get the stomp here in just one moment. Actually, he's going to cleave him out. Not a bad decision. Cade's going to get him taken out. We're going to get a decap over here, or a full cap rather, on a Mansion. Lose my pace here. So actually, we're going to see a 2-cap come in right now. Twerp's got mid still. Oh, he actually jumps off the point there with the Ranger ability. He's going to get a decap. Oh, they're going to decap it. Twerp! Twerp, get on the point! Da Vinci's coming back in. They're going to try to get on the point, but they need to keep... Oh, they need to keep themselves in the game here. They're actually starting to slip behind here. That decap on Twerp was huge.
We only have a 20-point difference, which is nothing in this situation at the moment. Twerp is actually looking very, very grim for him. Getting down there, H-Man going for the instant res. Actually, the res goes off. The Trebuchet hit a lot by Cade is using that one, and that could turn around the whole fight in mid. Sync is going to take mid.
We have, well, Lily's still on point here at mid. Might get a... Oh, Da Vinci's got his stuff on cooldown still. They need to get Lily off that point, and they need to get a full cap there. They actually lose Mansion. Looks like they had Sepcu to go over there and get a decap on it. Very nice job by Sepcu pretty much the entire game. They do get Lily down. Finally, Da Vinci coming in with the stomp. Has the stability for it. They're going to get him stomped out. They need to get the Mansion recap. Looks like Cade's on it right now. They're about 25 points behind right now. The H-Man getting on the point. Da Vinci getting feared off of it.
Twerp is getting the decap off on Windmill as well, so Sync is putting all their efforts just to get 1 point more than Absolute Legends, catching up right now. Absolute Legends
Da Vinci knocking back Bakery on the stop. He's going to get the stop on Reevesy. Very nice job by Da Vinci. Coming back into the midpoint here. They still have H-Man on the point. They're going to try to get him down here. He pops his Death Shroud, trying to avoid as much damage as possible. A 2-cap coming out right now for Sync. They're trying to catch him in points here. They might be able to get mid, a 3rd point here at mid. Oh, they're going to lose Mansion. We have a Folly capping Mansion. We should be getting another cap coming in right now for Sync. They're not going to give up so easily, man. They want to stay in this game.
Yeah, they're actually taking the lead at the moment. We saw a little mistake by Cade. He could have defended Mansion full capped it earlier, but he went into mid, which backfired on them at the moment. Now Absolute Legends is under a lot of pressure. They need to take one additional point, or at least neutralize a point, to stay in that game, and it seems to be Windmill where they're trying to do that.
Over here in Windmill, we do see Bakery going down with Twerp and Cade over here. Reevesy going in for that res. The Elixir. Oh, he actually goes down the Elixir R. They're going to try to get the damage on to make sure he doesn't res up here. Looks like they're going to be able to keep him down. If they can get the stop up here, it's going to be huge. Over here at mid, we do have a little fight going on right now between Zombify and Da Vinci with Folly and Lily. Absolutely crucial. Looks like Sync's going to be taking this to another game.
The comeback after the comeback in that game. Sync leading so strong by about 180 points. Absolute Legends coming back from that, playing it very, very strong, leading, and then it turned around again. Sync winning 2 teamfights due to the Trebuchet fired by Cade in mid. Such a crucial Trebuchet shot that he hit there, and teamfight turn. They took the game and they take it into a 4th map right there.
Alright guys, there's a reason these teams made it to the finals.
Definitely.
Sync not wanting to give up so easily, taking it to a 4th game. AL currently up 2-1. We have 2 more maps to go, guys. If AL wins this, they'll be the champions. They'll be the top team in NA in the Guild Wars 2 Invitational Tournament. If Sync wins, we'll be taking you to a 5th game on Legacy of the Foefire. So Sync, like I said, not wanting to give up, definitely still in this tournament.
Yeah, both teams look just so incredibly strong at the moment. We saw Sync lacking a little bit of concentration, probably on Forest and Legacy, losing those two maps. Forest was very, very close as well, but now on Kaido they really turned it up. They had a little mistake in the mid-game, so to say, but when it turned out to come to the crucial last points, they just stepped up once more, won those team fights, and got the win.
All right, now for all those EU guys who are staying up, I'm sorry. We got a couple more games for you guys. Got to stay up a little bit longer. The winner of these games today is going to be going on to face Team Curse, or was TP, in the finals here at PAX Prime in Seattle, Washington. The winner of today stands to win, at minimum, $2,500. If they win today and lose at PAX, they win $2,500 no matter what.
Going to be very, very interesting overall. I think we can toss the ready up into the room, and then we will go into the fourth map of the grand final of the NA Guild Wars 2 Invitational preliminary rounds. The winner of that is flying to PAX Prime in Seattle, playing for a share of a $10,000 prize pool, so everything's on the line at the moment.
All right, guys, one more time. I want to see it in chat. I want to see every one of you guys spamming in chat. AL versus Team Sync. Who's taking round 4?
Very, very crucial. Teams are readying up in just a second.
Well, I know AL probably still feels pretty good about this. You know, they've got a little cushion here. They're still up in the set, 2-1. If they lose this one, they can still take it to the next game. Sync needs to win the next 2 games.
But I think Sync is really hyped at the moment. They made that comeback once again, so they feel that they are strong, they are capable of doing that, and they will push all out on this map right now.
Nail down your strategy.
All right, guys. Next game is starting here again. Absolute Legends versus Team Sync. If Absolute Legends wins this, they will be going to PAX Prime. If Sync wins, it will be going to a 5th round. Game is starting, and it looks like the splits are coming out. Steppenwolf, go ahead and take care of it. Looks like we got something interesting going on.
Yes, Sync again going for the crossover. Very, very dangerous play, but H-Man will put down his marks right there and complete. Absolute Legends reacting to that, getting onto Kate immediately. Now they need to get back onto the point to help Reevesy right there. Lily joining the fight. Really nice play by Absolute Legends reacting to that one.
Oh, I want to call attention to Kate's players over here. He's in a really bad situation. Uses short bow 3 spam, able to get the heal up just in time. He's going to get back to the point. Hopefully our team's going to be able to support him. He's getting really low. He's got nothing left. Oh, Reevesy goes down first. Looks like oh my goodness, the Shadow Fish comes down. Kate's back up into the fight. Looks like they're going to be able to keep Reevesy down possibly. If they get a step up into Reevesy right now, it's going to be huge. Reevesy's still down. Where's the damage? Reevesy's out. Reevesy's out of the fight. Very nice play by Sync, staying in the game here.
Lily dropping dangerously low as well as Subcutie. They are now trying to get onto midpoint to at least hold one more point. Meanwhile, Lily trying to take on 3 players just to buy some time. And the mid fight is really crucial now for Absolute Legends. They need 1 point to stay in that game so early on. Twerp actually getting the heal down once more, being under a lot of pressure by Folly and Subcutie. Of course, the blue team is reacting to that. 12 actually going down, but we see Da Vinci is on that point, so no decap as of yet. The res goes down onto Twerp. Sync really stepping it up.
Absolutely, over here at the midpoint, we do see Felidius getting pretty low. Folly's already been taken out of the game here. Folly's going to go down here in just a moment. We'd have H-Man in position to try to get the res going up. Ooh, Folly's back up with the Spirit res. Nice play there. So it's currently going to be a 3v2 still on this midpoint. It's going to be a matter of time. We really need to see some more AL players moving to this mid-fight, rather. Get a little support going from Folly.
They took Henge, meanwhile, going for the offensive. Decap Folly just dying in mid. The storm goes off. No interruption there by H-Man, and he's trying to disengage. The Immobilize goes off, pops his play just to stay alive a couple of seconds longer, but he will drop down eventually.
Yeah, it looks like H-Man's going to try to disengage rather than getting on that midpoint there. He's going to get taken out, though. He's got a little bit of expanded health pool with that Plague form, but it's not going to be quite enough. He does go down. Kate's coming in with the Blind Stump. That's going to be the end of H-Man, at least for right now.
Impressive play. That lack of a screen feature is currently putting on this map, but we will see how Absolute Legends reacts to that. It seems like they are pushing for mine just to be safe, playing on the outer 2 points, but Sync is reacting by pushing onto Henge, where only one player of Absolute Legends is defending.
Yeah, I don't think Sync really needs his point. They're getting a cap back on Henge right now. We do have, looks like Reezy trying to take out, or Zombify trying to take out Reezy. He's going to get him down, but he's going to get rezzed up from the Elixir. Zombify's not going to be able to do anything to keep him down inside of that. The Keep actually getting decapped by Subcutie on that Thief there. Ooh, some interesting things are brewing, my friend.
Yeah, Absolute Legends, they are not giving up on that. They want to take that game. They don't want to go into a 5th map. They're under a lot of pressure as well. But the question is, how is AL going to realize, to achieve that? Keep is now getting decapped by Kate once more. They're still fighting around Mine, and it doesn't seem like they make progress at the moment. Sync is just...
Looks like DaVinci's going to try to disengage from Mine over here. We do have the full cap. Oh, wait! Oh no! Cade, come back and get the cap! Oh, they need to get the cap right now. Looks like Bakery's actually going to make it onto the point here and keep it neutralized. I think they should have stayed on point and got the full cap there. Looks like Bakery's going to push through, might be able to take him out. Looks like Zombify's going to stay on point and make sure they get that full cap. Very nice job there. Cade pushing through, going to help out DaVinci. He's been getting trained down since he left
Just
Mine.
like that, blue team takes a capture point.
Very, very interesting plays coming out. Subcutie under a lot of pressure conditions went down. He's actually going to get into downstate as well. DaVinci getting stumped, so Subcutie getting the res once more. Now they're on Zombify and they really need a second point. They're behind by 80 points at the moment. Nice poured up by Subcutie onto the behind the Keep just to stay alive a little longer and deal some more damage.
You have both teams currently contesting the midpoint right now. Twerp getting fairly low, but I think Zombify might actually be into the punch and getting taken down here. There we go. Zombify is down. H-Man coming in. Looks like we're going to have Bakery throwing a little cleave damage down. Oh, the res coming in from Vendetta, keeping Zombify in the game here. Reezy's actually down now. He's down inside of his Elixir. A little cleave damage going out. Not quite enough to keep him down out of the fight. Going to be resetting the fight here for both teams. Zombify getting dangerously low once again. He's going to be able to get that heal off. Oh, H-Man and Lily getting low too. Lily and H-Man going down at the same time. So is Reezy. This could be huge for Sync. Baker coming in trying to get that res off, but there's gonna... Oh, they got so many players down. This is crucial for Sync right now. They can really turn it around.
Sync stepping up their game so much, and you just saw it. They came on, they started the game with something new, something unexpected. They caught Absolute Legends off guard a second time. Same on Kylo. They're taking the initial lead. They even got the decap off of Mine at the moment, so they might be able to do that one as well. And they're just capitalizing on every single mistake Absolute Legends makes. They are so on top of their game.
Volley getting taken down. Lily coming in for that res, trying to lay down a little cleave damage. Cade doing as much as he can. Cade's gonna actually might get taken down in the meantime here. Cade throwing down that Shadow Refuge. Volley trying to get it out. Looks like Cade's gonna throw down that the Ranger stolen ability and spam it for the blast finisher for the water for the healing. Volley getting dangerously low once again, though. We do have multiple players from AL in position though to be able to res him up. Looks like the big ol' bomb does go down from Reezy, knocking Vendetta off of the point. Volley's going to be going down here just shortly. Cade actually beats him to the punch.
Question is, how is... Well, look at those points, 180 point lead. Lack of screen feature just disengaging. Everyone should get away and they can just defend mid as it seems right now. DaVinci, the last player of lack of screen feature that is currently trying to disengage, is getting caught out by Reezy and Lily, so he might drop before he can actually do something about it. He might get a port out. No, he does not. And with that, Absolute Legends would be in a place where they actually could do something. By Kate and Vendetta coming into the fight, trying to help out as much as possible. The
cleave damage going on to Vendetta right now is huge. He gets taken down by those bleed stacks. I think he had 12 on him right when he went down. DaVinci does get taken out of the game here. Looks like a Shadow Refuge comes down from Cade. They're able to get the res off on Vendetta. Moving back and towards that midpoint. They need to defend it. They've got no one on their back point currently, but right now, about a 200 point advantage for Sync. Vendetta's going to get taken out here. They're going to get the stomp coming in from Lily and H-Man.
Actually, look at what Subcutie does. He rushes for Henge because he knows his team has so many players that they will be able to take out Twerp. Meanwhile, we have Kate decapping Mine, and we have Guardian moving to Henge, so there will be no full cap for Subcutie whatsoever.
Yeah, Subcutie is going to leave it after the decap. Kate's leaving it too, though. I think... Oh, looks like DaVinci's going to go for mid, though, instead of capping back point. Oh, they do have Twerp coming in. It looks like maybe that's Vendetta. Who's going? It's going to be Vendetta coming in to cap that Henge back. Very nice job, and then good communication getting DaVinci back in the midpoint where he needs to be.
Yeah, but Wow, Sync just not dropping anywhere. They're just staying alive so long. Twerp finally went down by Subcutie, got chased off the point, but we have still two tanky players from Lack of Scrim Feature on their point. They just kept Hench once more. We have Kate onto Mine, so they will get a second point at least for a couple of seconds. Lydia is currently trying to protect that one, going back. And it seems like Da Vinci got stumped out as well as Twerp. Zombify currently last man standing, trying to defend as much as possible, but he seems to be dropping just as fast.
You know, this is a good strategy though. I mean, you know, normally falling into a point 1-by-1 is not the best option, but they have the advantage of points. They have both outside points right now, so they can just stall in mid and keep them out of the game as long as possible. It's going to be fine.
Definitely. Time is for sure playing in their favor at the moment. Every second that they can somehow waste from Absolute Legends time is getting them nearer to their 5th map.
Right over here on mine, my view is a little obstructed. I believe we have Folly fighting over here. Folly actually getting taken down. Vendetta coming up to stop. Cade helping out. Looks like the stomp's going to come out onto Folly from Vendetta, keeping mine into their favor. Well, back over here at Henge, we have Bakery currently fighting Da Vinci and Twerp. Looks like Bakery's going to have to get out of here, though. Da Vinci getting that res off. H-Man still trying to help out. Looks like they got the res back up. Bakery's going to be going down. Zupfi's coming in. Oh, my goodness.
It just looks so good for Lack of a Scrim Feature at the moment. They are leading by about 250 points, only 70 points, till they win their 2nd map and take it to a 5th map. Looking very, very strong, having 2 points, Henge and Mine captured on each point. They're currently defending the data, playing a 1-on-1 against Lydias, and the rest of the team just staying back and probably going for the Chieftain at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to happen right now. I don't really see anyone in position to be able to stop that Chieftain from going down. Looks like we see Subcutie and Kate over here in a little 1v1 action. So once this goes down, basically they're going to have the game. 4 points left to go. That's going to be game 4 going to Team Sync. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to a 5th game.
Wow. Sync just stepped their game up to another level. They first came out of nowhere on Kylo, surprise, Absolute Legends, totally same option here on Forest. Very crucial plays by Lack of a Scrim Feature. And Absolute Legends, they must be on their toes at the moment. They were leading with 2-0, and now they are tied 2-2, taking it to a 5th map, Legacy of the Foefire. I don't want to be in their situation at the moment.
Oh man, this is a replay of last weekend. I can't sit down and walk around pacing. I can't handle it.
Wow. Okay, let's see, which options does Absolute Legends have to win this map? They looked very strong 3 games ago, where they won Legacy of the Foefire. But as it seems right now, Lack of a Scrim Feature going for the outer points, going for Quarry and Waterfall in this case. Do you think they will do the same, or do you think they will go for Quarry at start?
I don't know, we've seen Sync be so strong in those crosses. It's really hard to say. Oh man. I don't know, it was Absolute Legends, weren't they coming up with big stealth plays in the mid yesterday? We've seen a lot of teams been doing that lately.
Yeah.
Alright guys, before we get going on this last game here, one more time in chat, I just want to see it. Absolute Legends versus Team Sync, currently tied up 2-2. The winner of this will be coming to Seattle, Washington to play for their share of a $10,000 prize pool. The winner of this, at minimum, wins $2,500.
Whew. Take a deep breath.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said before, there's a reason these teams made it to the finals. So we had some blowout games earlier today, guys, but that's just because we were clearing the path of these guys. Absolute Legends and Team Sync both showing that they absolutely belong in the finals here today, taking it 2-2. Oh man.
Chat is going wild at the moment. It seemed like we have a lot of fans for Absolute Legends, but Sync is, of course, staying up. Looking at the straw poll, we have a 55% vote for Absolute Legends and only 45% for Sync, which is actually quite close when I think back some time earlier where we had like 70-30 and so forth.
Alright guys, for those of you just tuning in who may not be familiar with the map, I'll go over it one last time. I promise this is the last time you'll have to hear it today. The game type is Conquest. There are 3 cap points on the map. Anytime you hold one of those, is going to net your team 1 point every 2 seconds. You can have up to 3 at once. There's a secondary objective on every map as well. On this one in particular, it's going to be the Guild Lord. Inside each base, there is a Lord. If you take the enemy Guild Lord down, it will net your team 150 points immediately, creating for some interesting situations where you can come back from a what looks to be like a loss and make it into a win. So anyways, guys, one more time. This is going to be AL versus Sync. Whoever wins this takes it all. They'll be moving on to PAX Prime.
And I would say,
Team Curse.
let's just throw the ready into the chat. Teams are readying up. Cade, last man standing to last man waiting at the moment. He just has the power to start that game. There we go, 10 seconds to go right now. And I really think we had awesome matches till now, and we still have one awesome match to go.
This map determining it all. It's like a replay of the EU finals. Oh, my heart can't take it, Steppenwolf.
I'm sure it can. Stacking up the might once again on Absolute Legends side. Let's see how the split goes. And it seems like that Absolute Legends still going for the offensive push for mid. And do you see that? Stealthing up, Sync is going for Quarry as it seems at the moment. No, they're actually turning around. 2 players. One player jumping into mid.
He sees it though. He's gonna move. He's gonna use his blast finisher to get some stealth going. He's gonna move over towards mid. They recognize that Quarry is gonna be a lost cause moving to the midpoint here. They do have AL capping it for free. Over here, Waterfall, however, we have Twerp getting taken down by multiple players from AL. Davinci coming in, gonna try to save Twerp as best as he can here. They're kind of outnumbered right now though. It's looking rough for Sync over on the side point.
Very nice counter by Absolute Legends that's saying, okay, forget about our home point, let's get mid first, which can be tanked a long time because of its size, and go for Waterfall. Twerp is currently going down. Davinci currently trying to res. No one starting to stump. A lot of cleave damage going down, but Twerp is getting rest up once more.
Very nice job there. I believe H-Man went in for the stability stomp with the plague, but I think he got knocked back right at the last second. It's happened to me countless times. Preventing him from rezzing, and once you go into plague form, you can't actually initiate another stomp.
But actually, Sync winning mid-fight, killing 2 players of Absolute Legends. They will be in possession of Graveyard in just a second. Kate got taken out by Subcutie just in an instant. Very well played by him. Twerp got stomped as well. Now only Davinci and Zombie Fire left on Waterfall. H. McCully going down. They're trying to res Kate, getting the res up. Davinci going dangerously low. Let's see how he fares throughout that fight now.
Alright, the triple cap coming out for Sync. Only 2 minutes into the game here, guys. Oh man, the spread's not too far right now. It's about 33 to 58. Only a little bit like a 30-point lead right now, but the triple cap is only going to build the lead even further right now for Sync.
They're just looking so strong. Quarry currently getting kept for Absolute Legends, and he could go for Quarry right after that. It's not defended at all. Absolute Legends need to buy time for their mates. H-Man very, very low, just trying to stay alive at the moment.
2 players down currently for Sync. Kate gets back up here. Zombie's down. The stop coming. Oh, the interrupt on it though. Zombie's still down. They actually, what's going to happen? Oh, Zombie does go down. The rally rather comes back out. AL's going to be winning the side. But looks like we leave Twerp on point though, just try to kill some time. Folly getting dangerously low again though. We might have Cade coming in, maybe ganking Folly out.
Very interesting. We see the fight starting in mid. Reevesy currently in a 1-on-1 against Vendetta, actually getting him down, but Davinci just got there just in time. May be able to rest him, but Subcutie joined the fight. They might be able to deal enough damage. No, Reevesy goes down. Vendetta is rest up again. H-Man now joining the fight, trying to just help out. Waterfall is getting kept by Absolute Legends.
Oh, that sanctuary from Davinci, very clutch. Stopping the res on Reevesy. Davinci maybe going for the stop. Oh, the res comes out onto Reevesy though.
Wow, so many clutch plays. Quarry is getting decapped by Kate meanwhile, and I think Absolute Legends, they won mid by now.
Yeah, Vendetta's down. He's going to get stomped out by Lily. Lixar does go down. Reevesy not quite needing it yet though. It doesn't look like Zombie still on midpoint. Davinci's here helping him out. Is Davinci? Oh no. Is Davinci? He's not moving.
Very, very...
Oh, I think Davinci's lagging. No!
Davinci just didn't move.
No,
he just died.
Guys!
That would be so bad.
Oh no!
Absolute Legends currently taking mid, as it seems only Twerp is last man standing. players just jumping into by another couple of seconds. Cade standing on top of the ledge, putting down some damage, but he won't do anything. And as it seems, Da Vinci is still in game though.
Da Vinci,
he's moving.
Da Vinci's back in. We're good. Da Vinci's back in. Da Vinci hasn't DC'd. Maybe he's lagging. He's moving back into mid now. We do have a one cap currently for Sync rather. They do have Quarry. Looks like he's going to be getting neutralized by Subcutie.
Very interesting play. Still, Absol Legends, they are behind by 50 points at the moment. They got 2 points. It was quite bad that Da Vinci lagged out for that fight. It turned a couple of things around. Now Cade in all sorts of trouble. A lot of damage dealt. The storm will go off. Nevertheless, Da Vinci getting trained down as well. Absol Legends starting to get into the game once more.
Ball getting pretty low on midpoint here. Looks like they might actually be able to take him down. Not quite. He did get the reveal debuff. Not quite going to get any benefit from that Shadow Refuge. Da Vinci's down again, though. Oh, his mouse died, guys. His mouse died. He didn't lag. His mouse died. All right.
Oh, wow. That is so inconvenient for lack of a scrim feature at the moment.
Looks like H-Man's getting taken out. Cade coming in. We have Twerp coming in with the stomp, maybe. A little damage going onto the body. I don't think the stomp's going to come through, though. Looks like they're able to get him back up here. Cade getting inside that Shadow Refuge, trying to prevent him going down. Cade's going to go down, it looks like. There he goes. Cade goes down. H-Man coming in with the stomp here. And there's nothing he can do about it.
Blue team grabbed the capture point.
Let's see how that works out. The Absol Legends taking the lead by 4 points at the moment. Contesting mid as always. Zombify getting rest up. Subcutie and Reevesy doing a good job. Reevesy going down in his LXR will be able to rest up due to the help of Lily. Next team fight is going to start in mid. Question is who is going to take it. This will be some crucial decisions made here.
Coming in mid-fight here, still pretty even. Looks like Zombify is getting a lot of damage stacked on him right now. Twerp actually with the conditions on him. Does get his heal off, getting a little cleanse going from the healing spring. Oh, looks like the damage might be getting put on the Reevesy right now. He doesn't have the Elixir R available to him. He's going to get a lot of cleansing going off with the healing turret. Looks like he should be fine for at least a little bit longer.
Zombify actually drops down a lot of damage dealt. They might get the stomp off. Lily gets the stomp off.
Reevesy getting pretty low here. Looks like there's a good amount of conditions on him. He's going to get taken down. Here comes the stomp. Oh, not quite able to get it off. Looks like the res goes up under Reevesy, keeping it even here in the mid-fight. Again, Zombify did get taken out. Currently, each team capping 1 point. The score is within 4 points of each other right now.
Very, very close game indeed. Cade making his way back to mid. They don't want to give up on that team fight as of yet. Da Vinci going dangerously low. Will die due to a lot of burst damage coming onto him. Twerp trying to rest, and he will get the res off.
Oh, Reevesy gets taken out actually by Cade with the condition, or with the partner with the short bow spam. Looks like Da Vinci coming in with the stomp. Possibly that's a sanctuary from Da Vinci, I believe. Reevesy getting taken out by Cleave. Reevesy's going to be down and out in the mid-fight here. Only point currently owned is going to be for Team Sync, and they've got the Quarry. Waterfall currently getting capped by Zombify, I believe. That's going to be a 2-cap coming up for Sync.
Just like that.
Very strong play by them. Even with this disconnect, they are taking the or mouse problem. They are taking the lead once again. Really impressive. Subcutie currently capturing Quarry for his team, while Lydia is trying to stay alive as long as possible with Lily onto that middle point. Lily not even going for the res anymore, just trying to stay alive. A lot of conditions on him. He will go down as well. The stomp. They don't even need to stomp. A nice knockback by Da Vinci.
Yeah, Da Vinci's in that banish there, very effectively knocking him off point there. He's going to be able to let him bleed out. There is a pet currently on him. Looks like they're going to let him go. Over here on Quarry, we do have Vendetta currently in a, looks like a 2v2 with Cade's help. Reevesy getting dangerously low right now. The Elixir R goes down. Reevesy gets taken down inside of it. Here looks like the damage going on to Reevesy's corpse. They're going to be able to get the res off the Elixir R. Looks like it's not going to happen. Reevesy going to go down permanently. Stomp coming in. Reevesy's out of the fight.
Absolutely amazing play by Slack of a scream feature. Top notch, hitting every skill they need. Subcutie going down as well. H-Man doesn't look good either. Dropping as well. No one kept mid. Oh, mid was decapped by Philidius. He's now going for the waterfall. But still.
Alright, guys, just a reminder, we actually have Sync within range to go for Lord now if they so chose. AL currently trailing by about 90 points.
is very, very intense. Absolute Legends, they need to make decisions at the moment. Do we want to gather up? Do we want to play aggressively? What are we gonna do? You can't just stream in one by one at the moment. You will just die.
Absolute Legends starting to fall apart here. They're having a hard time getting back into the game here. We do see a decap going on in the quarry. It looks like finally, actually, we do have a player getting there in time to keep that neutralized. Tor coming in with the stomp onto Folly. Gonna get interrupted the first attempt here.
That's my blood.
We might be seeing a triple cap coming in one more time.
Triple cap actually goes off in just a second. Twerp capturing, and as we see 130 points leading for lack of a scrim feature. Sync looking very, very strong, currently taking the team fight onto Quarry. Reevesy going very, very low, as well as Subcutie. Vendetta is down.
Vendetta getting taken down. Kate coming in with the Shadow Refuge, able to get the Shadow Refuge up, preventing the stomp, getting the res up on him. Reevesy going down for AL. Bakery's getting dangerously low as well. Lily's getting low. Bakery gets knocked back by Da Vinci's knockback. Lily is down. Reevesy's down. Bakery's down. They're all grouped up so nicely for the cleave damage. H-Man's going to be going down here in just a moment as well. That could probably be a triple cap coming out.
A triple cap with 4 players down of Absolute Legends. They would need 80 points to get back into the game. We see the GGs coming into chat, and I guess that decides who wins this matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just
I don't
like
think it's too.
that,
I don't.
Blue team
It's
takes
done.
a capture
It's done.
point.
That's
It's
going to
done.
be Sync. Lack of a scrim feature, beating out Absolute Legends. After Absolute Legends went 2-0, Sync came back and won 3 games in a row to take the Guild Wars 2 Invitational North America preliminaries. Team Sync will now be coming to Seattle, Washington to face off against Team Curse at PAX Prime for the $10,000 prize pool.
Epic plays. We saw another 5-map match. Impressive. Just so impressive how Sync stood up. When we think back to the first game, Absolute Legends were very confident, and they went into the game and said, hey, we can take this. They won the map. They won Legacy of